how to outsource about any task for $2 an hour using VAs. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. So my promise for you in this video is that by the end of this video, you will know exactly how I find, qualify, hire, and train VAs in order to outsource about any task for $2 an hour. Quick disclaimer, what I mean by these tasks is repeatable stuff that you don't want to do anymore, that you want to get rid of. So you can't just expect some VA to come in and fix your whole business and to mentor you or something like that. That's not how it's going to work. But for repeatable stuff that you can train other people to do, this is going to be the perfect video. So listen up. So who am I to talk about this? My name is Malte and I've been running an agency helping coaches for the past 1.5 years. And I've since worked with a good amount of VAs myself. Some for personal business, but most of them actually for client work. And I make videos like these as well on IG, but in a more shorter format. So if you want to check that out, just go to my IG, it's at @schubertsmedia, and you can find more stuff like this as well. So quick disclaimer before we hop in, there's not going to be any fancy editing here. There's not going to be any dopamine hits. If you need them, go back to YouTube Shorts, I don't really care. But this video is for the people who are down to learn and purely to provide value. So let's get into it. So the 3 steps for outsourcing a task are finding the VA, qualifying the VA, and training the VA. So let me walk you through how that looks. Let me quickly put my camera right here so you can actually see everything. Okay, so the first step is to actually find the VA. So we're going to go where they go. The best place I found to get these VAs is Facebook groups. To find the right group of VAs, just go to either a general VA group or join groups about the specific tasks you're trying to outsource, like appointment setting, for example. If you type in appointment setting, you're going to find groups like appointment setting experts, appointment setting job posts, appointment setting from home, something like that, right? And once you're in there, you're going to be connected with a huge pool of VAs only looking for jobs, okay? So basically in this situation, you struck gold, okay? So now you create a job post for the group. What you're going to include is stuff like what role you're looking for, the salary, the qualifications needed, and how to contact you. So either like if you want to be sent 8 a.m., if they just need to comment on the post, or even if you just want to receive something like an email. And just make one message, and I'd suggest posting it to about 20 to 30 groups and repeat that same process later if needed. And by this point, you should have dozens of VAs answering your posts and DMing you about this job. So once you have these people, how do you actually qualify them? So the qualification process is all about asking the VAs questions to make sure they actually a good fit and they get the work done. So to do this, especially at scale, we can't just be having individual conversations with each one of the applicants in the DMs. So what we're going to do is we're going to build an application form. Let me show you mine. So this right here is one of the application forms that we use at the moment. As you can see, this is specific to appointment setters. So the first question that we ask is their full name, then where we can contact them the best. So basically asking them where we can get back to them after we've read the application, after we've seen, okay, this guy could be qualified, let's reach out to them again. And basically that way we don't confuse anything, like how should we contact them, via Facebook, via their email, whatever, okay? Then you ask them about their availability and time zone. So basically at what times they can work, how many hours a day they're able to work, and how many days a week. And obviously in what time zone they're in right now. Then their location, so their country and their city. Then we go on to their education. So what degree do they have that relates to the kind of task they have? And if they don't have one, who did you learn from? So basically, what coaches did you have? What mentors did you have? What YouTube videos did you watch? What courses have you seen? Etc. And then we just ask about their experience. So since when have they been doing the certain task? for which types of companies have they worked in the past, what results did they get them, which system did they use for doing that. For example, for appointments, you can ask if they used organic or paid ads, whatever. And then with the last one, you just ask for case studies and testimonials. This is especially important in this kind of space where you're basically hiring strangers. So if they have testimonials or case studies to actually show their expertise, to show that they get the work done every day, that they can do what they say they can do, it's really, really beneficial to see those testimonials and those case studies. Thanks, Malte from the future. Now we're going to get to the good part, which is actually training the VAs, okay? So here's exactly how to do that. So now that we have a VA that's qualified, we can hire them and go over to the training part. Most VAs you'll be hiring with this low of a price, which is typically at about $2 an hour. Some are $3 an hour, $4 an hour. No matter what, in this low segment, you can't expect someone to be an expert in their niche. So they will have limited experience. And that's why it's essential for us to give them a step-by-step path to follow. How we're going to show them this path is by recording a Loom video, walking them through the whole process in a detailed manner. So for example, if you're outsourcing the outreach process, show them how the CRM works, where to find leads, how to contact them, what message to use, how to track everything, and all of that. So now just wait for the VA to study that video until they tell you they got it down. And after that, just to see if they actually got it down, and I personally think this is the most important part of the training, just do a shadowing call with the VA to see if they're doing everything right and correct them if necessary. So what a shadowing call basically is you two hop on a call, you and the VA, you tell them, hey, let's do a shadowing call. I just want to see how the process looks when you do it. So you hop on the call, the VA shares their screen, and you basically watch over their shoulder what they're doing, how they're implementing the process, if they're doing everything right, and just sit there, watch, and if you see anything wrong, interrupt them real quick, tell them, hey, here's how you can do that better, and then just move on. And once you see that they got the process down, you've successfully trained them, and then only will need to check the daily performance on their tracker. So what I personally recommend to do is to build a daily tracker for the VA so they can put in their daily numbers. For example, if it's outreach, they can put in how many outreach they did, how many replies they got, how many looms they sent out, etc., etc. This was how to outsource any task for cheap using VAs. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.